We've been here so many times, and you still stand in awe at the size of this place. We're at AT&T Stadium. Welcome to Arlington, Texas. Up next, it's our main event between the Las Vegas Raiders and the Dallas Cowboys. Have arrived. Thank you for spending a part of them with us. We're away in Week 16 on EA Sports. There he goes on the right side. There it is. Touchdown, Dallas. The Cowboys take a 6-0 lead in the first quarter. Well, when it's set up perfectly, Brock, and you get an exciting return man back there fielding it, wow, there are not many plays in football more exciting than taking a kickback for 6.
Find those blockers, follow those blockers, and then step on the gas.
Oh, and it's no good. Just his second missed extra point of this season, and they failed to tack one onto that touchdown. So following that missed point after, he's going to stay out there and send it away. Return coming from the 6. Only manages to get this back to the 20 before he's taken down. All right, let's get this one on the road, Brock. It is 1st and 10. First carry here for Ashton Genty. Jukes away from one. They rip off a huge chunk of field as the downs reset.
He just didn't quite have the last bit of burst needed to finish it off. But don't be surprised to see them go his way again soon. Give him a chance to earn that touchdown.
1st and 10 at the 24-yard line.
So as we all recover from that last play, it's 1st and 10 near the red zone. Out of the shotgun, they'll give it to him inside. And he gets this down to the 22 before being stopped. Only 2 yards, and it brings up 2nd and 8.
Okay, that's a run that's ho-hum on the stat sheet, but if you see a bigger play on the ground later on, it'll largely be because of a play just like that one, softening up the front and opening the door for a bigger gap in the future.
That's complete to the back, Ashton Genty. And they'll stand him up and sit him down at the line.
He specializes in salvaging broken plays out of the backfield, but even he couldn't get anything out of that one, Kate. That defense, they were all over it.
Here he goes, 3rd and long. Defender arrives right as the ball does, and the hit knocks it free. Incomplete.
No real secret. They were going to get him and his height involved early there, Kate. The secret was how is he going to be defended? Well, they chose to go physical. And that will plant a little thought in his mind. The next time the ball comes his way, he better be ready for some contact. That's a nice kick to begin his game. And make sure an impressive opening drive doesn't come away empty-handed.
Fielded at the 14. Good effort here as he gets it out past the 35-yard line.
1st and 10 at their own 36-yard line.
To the line come the Cowboys. Good starting spot here, 1st and 10. Off the play fake, he'll throw. And his first pass falls incomplete. Tough one to retain through that hit. So it'll be 2nd down. All right, partner, testing the perimeter early there. Coverage held up. Could be a tough day for those outside receivers to make an impact.
Okay, partner, testing you here. You've heard me say this a lot. Okay, coordinator's job is to get you man-to-man coverage, and your job is?
To win it. Now running here with Jaden Blue. Along the sideline, past midfield. Give him an 18-yard pickup there. And that'll be good for a Dallas 1st down.
It's a gain of 18
Danger, Kate. Danger, I say. You get this guy in the open field, and he is dangerous to take it to the house.
First and 10 now from the 46. He'll look to throw. One screen here to Blue. And he gets absolutely popped to end that one.
Well, this is the type of game we've come to expect from him as a runner, toting the ball, but he's just as adept at turning the screen into the same kind of yardage, too.
Offense to line. This is 2nd and 4. They're going play action. He beams one deep right side. He's got it inside the 10. Touchdown, Dallas. The Cowboys finish off their opening drive. Butker to try the point after. And this one thankfully not off the mark. He gets it to go.
The score, Cowboys 13, Raiders 3.
Butker on now to kick this one away. Brings in the kick at the 9. And he's brought down just beyond that 25-yard line. Raiders just about ready for this one. It's 1st and 10. First play is going to be a give to Dempsey. Nearly starts the drive with the first down run. Stopped a yard short, gain of 9.
That run may not have gotten you a first, but sure, nice little run to set the table.
It's 2nd and inches.
After a quality effort on the last play, just really need to fall forward here to pick up that first down. Running for the marker on 2nd. And the stop is made just before he's able to reach that midfield stripe. They'll move the chains after that pickup of 12.
That's certainly a spot where you could be more aggressive, Kate, if you wanted to take your shots. But some coaches, even the bolder ones, will take the safe play first when they get it from time to time. No third down required now.
Ball's on the 48. Here we go. First down. Back now. Pressure coming. Brought in by his back here. It's Shenty. And he's forced out of bounds after picking up about 7.
When there's heat, that blitz coming off the snap, that QB's eyes, you could see it right away. He got to his check down in a hurry. But, Kate, here's the key. Quarterback and running back have to be on the same page. The two were right there, and then netted some positive yards.
Throwing now out of the shotgun. Got to him right as he threw it, and it falls to the ground. His first target doesn't lead to his first catch. And what will they dial up on 3rd and short? Here he is on 3rd and short. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop him. And they come up big on 3rd down there with the sack.
When they were in their defensive meetings this week, that's exactly how you draw it up. Play sound zone defense. Give that quarterback nowhere to go, and let that pass rush get home.
And he's hit before he can get anything on that return.
At their own 24-yard line.
First call here coming from the shotgun. They'll throw to start the drive. This one falls incomplete.
That's a pretty cool look right there of the kind of coverage you're going to see when you play man-to-man. On that down and distance, you've got to be sharp on the outside. That DB certainly was.
From the 24 once again, it's 2nd and 10. A 3rd down run with Blue. And he is inside the 20, down to the 19-yard line.
What an injection of momentum for the offense on that play. With the energy boost and a much shorter field, I predict it's not going to be long, Kate, till they finish this series off.
Oh, he taps it quick to the receiver coming across here. And he is hit hard shortly after that catch. Great job hanging on to that, but only a small gain on that play.
2 yards on the pickup. It's second and 8 at the 17-yard line.
Following that little 2-yard run, it's 2nd and 8. He's going to throw this one. Cut near the goal line. And in he goes for the Dallas touchdown. The Cowboys hold a 16-point lead in the first. Butker to try the point after. The point after splits the uprights. And the Cowboys take a 3-possession lead.
Cowboys 20, Raiders 3.
Butker on now to kick this one away. Return starts at the 9. And this drive will start inside the 25. Las Vegas offense is set. 1st and 10. Takes the handoff. Now to throw. Finds his man. It's Amon-Ra St. Brown. And this is going to take him off and across midfield. There's the opposing 45. Wow, they get a big old 32 yards out of that play, as well as a new set of downs.
It's a gain of 32. First down, Raiders.
Following that last play, want to keep that pedal down. 1st and 10 from the 45. Looking in the air here. Has him on the quick hitter. Oh, man, he's in the clear. And he runs this to the 25 before being brought down. Big gainer here as he picks up 20. And the Raiders are going to have a 1st down.
Good offenses. Okay, good play callers know how to utilize their personnel. They know where they wanted them. They wanted them in a route in space where he could make that initial play comfortably, but then go to work after it.
Offense is set. 1st and 10. Pass play coming here. It's a screen play to Genty. Dancing past him. And he's brought down inside the 10 at the 9. That one goes for 15, and now they're going to have 1st and goal.
To this day, I can still see the faces of the big guys in the huddle. When you call a screen like that, instead of them just getting knocked backwards, they get to be salesmen. They get to push those linemen downfield and then tee off and go hit somebody like they did right there.
From the red zone now. And he's in. Touchdown, Las Vegas. The Raiders reach pay dirt for the first time this game. Great opportunity to find a touchdown there, Brock, and they come through with 6.
Receivers want the ball everywhere on the football field. But you start smelling the end zone, they really want their chance. And they will tell you as a quarterback, just give me an opportunity and I'll make a play. He sure did.
That one splits the uprights. And the Raiders cut the lead down to 10. The Raiders kicking team is out there, and they'll boot this away. Short kick here, fielded at the 17. Field flipping effort there as he's brought down on the opposite side.
Hey, listen, I get it. I'm as guilty as anyone. So hyper-focused on offense and defense, often forgetting it's special teams in a play like that can swing a game. What a great return now to start out on a short field, and you've got to believe all this offense is thinking is let's capitalize and find that end zone.
1st and 10, looking to throw. He throws a bullet to the big game downfield. Touchdown, Dallas. The Cowboys hold a 16-point lead in the first.
true playground football. Even at the elementary school, find the fastest kid and let him run.
That's up and through for the point after. And the Cowboys take a 3-possession lead. Butker on now to kick this one away. Has this at the 6. He's brought down at what looks like the 24-yard line.
The Raiders take over first and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
Raiders just about ready for this one. It's first and 10. They'll throw to begin this drive. Short pass brought in. And he's short of the first after a mild gain.
That's not a big completion on the stat sheet, but that's a big contested, what I call gritty catch right there. And that's what the best tight ends will get you.
And he just get the play off. Hauled in, again it's Bowers. And he's out of bounds on the final play of our opening quarter. That's the end of one, and yikes, things looking a little out of hand already. It's the Cowboys out in front. Back to AT&T Stadium in just a moment. Time now for the second quarter. Raiders in possession. They'll try to attack this deficit starting with first and 10. They'll give left side to Genty. And they're on him after about a 2-yard gain. That's Nolan Smith there for the stop.
Sometimes you just feel like in the background of every ho-hum run is a bigger play that just needed one more component. Hit that extra block a little longer, find the lane quicker. The defender maybe a half step late, and this could have been much, much more.
Space on the right, and he's got room. He makes it in for the touchdown. The Raiders fighting back and shaving 6 off that lead. Brock Bowers, the touchdown. Bass on for the extra point. Extra point sent right down the middle. And the Raiders cut the lead down to 10.
Raiders 17.
That lead trimmed just a bit, down to 10 points now as the kick is up and away. Return coming from the 14. And they'll start this drive in good position, a little shy of the 40.
At their own 38-yard
line. The Cowboys have it in great field position as they come up to the line, first and 10. Shotgun snap. Oh, baby, he gets rocked and the ball is out. And this is going to be Raiders football.
You know, this just can't happen on first down. It really can't. I mean, ball security's at a premium on every down, every distance. But on first down, it is especially a killer.
So first down from the 41. Running from the pistol here with Genty. And they do get him down, but the damage is done. This kid's down inside the 35-yard line. They come through with a nice gain of 10 and a first down.
Well, more often than not, it's the passing game that's asked to go from first down to first down in just one play. Get that big play potential on the ground. Jeez, it just infuses your offense with confidence.
Going to the ground again on first. Great work there to evade the tackle, but the rest of the run, pretty forgettable. No gain there.
Big man up front said, not in my house. Let me tell you, hey, once you're in the grasp of one of those big old fellas on the D-line, you're done. They would say it on the East Coast like this, it's over. Over.
Passing now on second and 10. And again, an interception is dropped. Looked a whole lot like the last play, didn't it, partner? And again, the turnover escapes him. It's going to be third down.
I know that you and I love, Kate, looking at plays, discussing them, and all the different outlets and checkdowns, and usually there's a completion to be had, but not against this defense. Not on that one.
They'll throw, third and long. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. It's the exact opposite of what this offense needed. They now face fourth down. The Raiders bringing out the punting unit. And he's going to try to give his defense a long field to defend. And this gets all the way down inside the 5. The officials blow it dead at the 4-yard line. Offense into the shotgun set as they line this up. 1st and 10. They're going to throw here to begin the drive. That one is incomplete. Couldn't hang on through the contact. So they offer the shorter pass later in the progression on that play, Brock, but man, the defense took that away too.
Well, what they tell us yesterday in those production meetings, nothing comes easy. No easy completions from shots down the field to those checkdowns to the running back. Wanted to make this offense earn everything. They just did.
This is caught by Blue. Still going past the 15. And he is persuaded to go out of bounds just as he gets this up past the 30-yard line. It's a gain of 27 yards to move the chains.
Got to be a pretty good actor. Got to be pretty good at selling to that defense. That's a drop-back pass. When you get a big play on the screen like that, boy, it's choreography by everybody on that offense.
Working on 1st down. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. And the big play drives them backwards. 2nd down coming up.
Finally a rare win for them against this passing game, and a much-needed one to hopefully restore a little morale on that sidelines. 3 first-half touchdowns. They've been lit up like the 4th of July and really needed something that could be a foothold toward a little momentum before we get to halftime.
Throwing from the gun. Checking this one down. It's Blue. And he's all the way across midfield down inside that 45-yard line. They'll get 31 yards on the play. And that's good for a Dallas 1st down. So the big play gets him inside the opposing 45, Brock, with a new set of downs to boot. That throw behind his intended target.
You really want those throws to be like clockwork for your offense. Every team needs to hit passes in that short to intermediate range to effectively move the ball.
After the incomplete pass, here comes 2nd and 10. Completed out to the left. What a hit. He gets flattened to the ground.
That's a gain of 7. Brings up 3rd and 3.
7th play of the drive. Offense facing 3rd and 3. They'll work against the blitz. And down he goes. Raiders got him. And that sack brings the offense to 4th down.
Okay, 3rd down, I get it. Give your quarterback some freedom, right, to make a play, even if he's got to work backwards. But it can blow up in your face as it did right there when nothing opens up.
So they send him out for a field goal, and they don't get much longer than this. It's a deep shot for him from that left hash. And this kick is good. He needed to get all of it there, and he did. And that pushes the lead up to 13.
He has tried quite a few kicks this time in the NFL, Kate, but a little extra excitement, I think, from everybody on the field. You don't get many chances to set a new career long. He took a shot.
He lost the football. Oh, and the kicking team's got it.
These guys are flying down the field. Reminds me of the guys at Braveheart. But different than Braveheart, these guys got 2 things on their mind. Number 1, get the returner down. And number 2, try to separate the ball if they can. It's rare that it happens, but boy, is it big when it does.
Raiders close it in, and down he goes. And nice work by the defense to start this drive out. It's a sack on the first play.
Even from the booth, Kate, I could hear it. I could hear that front seven telling the guys on the back end, hey, all I need is a couple seconds of lockdown from you guys, and I'm going to get to this QB. You promise that you deliver? And that's exactly what they did, wasted no time in getting that sack.
They'll go play action. And the cover just too good there. Didn't find the throw that he was confident in, so just throws it away. Third down coming up.
Well, this has been a tough series. Sacked on the first down play, forced to throw it away right there. An awfully difficult third down now staring you in the face.
Last pass unsuccessful, and they have third down here. Here he goes, third and long. Connecting on the slant. And they stop him. He's marked down along that 18-yard line.
You can earn your money in the NFL in all sorts of different ways, but defensively, in a league where you're just not hitting as much in training camp, you're not tackling as much as they got to in the old days, when you can make a play in the open field, keep it short like that, I promise you some money will follow. Okay, one of the areas that kickers and quarterbacks are similar, they want to get into rhythm, and no better way to feel good and get into that rhythm and start a game 2 for 2 as a kicker.
Return coming from the 6. He goes out of bounds on the return.
The Raiders take over first and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
All right, working from the gun to start. First and 10. Genty from the gun. Drops by the first guy he met. No gain on that first down run.
You want to see the term read and react to the little video in the football dictionary? That's it.
First down run netted him nothing. Here is second and 10. Throwing from the gun here. Challenges, double coverage, and it's intercepted. And the Cowboys will get it back with some time to work with. We reached the 2-minute warning. Here's first and 10 from the 47. They'll start the drive with blue. And he powers ahead for about 5. It's going to be second and 5.
Cool thing about a drive starting run like that, Kate, is it really just gives you every opportunity in the playbook, whatever you want to do. But as for me, I'd like to reward that runner. Give it to him again and see if he can get you a new set of downs.
After a good pickup, they've got second and 4. Back to throw now. You know, it's great flying through the air, Brock, but problems on the business end as it falls to the ground. Third down coming up.
It is such a weapon offensively when you've got a big tight end that can stretch the field vertically. Not a lot of DBs have the size to cover him. They tried to get it to him in that spot where he could win it, but unfortunately, no connection to be made.
Shotgun now on third down. And he didn't get enough into that throw. That's low and incomplete, so they're going to be facing fourth down coming up.
The numbers tell us pretty clearly, you get to third and long, extra long, it's really hard to stay on the field. That's disappointing because that was third and manageable and an incomplete.
For the third time today, we see them setting up for a field goal. This from the right hash and a considerable distance. This will not connect. Not enough leg and too far left as well. And it stays a 2-score game at 16 points.
Well, once you get out beyond 50 yards, everything in the process has got to be perfect. It's a good effort, but it's going to wind up off the mark.
A good starting spot for the Raiders as they come up first and 10. Shaking off the pick quickly. He's going to throw. Fits it through the middle. He's going to be stopped, but not before dealing some damage. He's down to the 12. It's a full 40 yards on the play, Brock, and a new set of downs.
It's a gain of 40. And the Raiders first down. First and 10 at the 12-yard line.
What a spot for a big play, huh, Brock? It has him well into the red zone now with first and 10. Working inside the red zone. He brings it in. And he's taken down as they very quickly get into first and goal.
Gosh, I really like this receiver on that drag route in particular. Why? Because he's a guy that creates after the catch. They don't close quickly. He could take it to the house.
Genty is in. Touchdown, Las Vegas. The Raiders chop some of the lead off before the half. Bass on for the extra point. And it's good, but the choice to kick there means this still is a two-possession game in the second half. So we've got ourselves a 9-point game now as they'll kick this off. Fielded at the 14. A decent run back is going to end as they bring him down inside the 30.
First and 10 at their own 29-yard line.
Only 10 seconds remaining here, so first and 10 may be our last snap of the half. All right, keeping it simple. They're just going to call a give right up the middle. And he comes through big here. 9 yards. It's second down. Just before halftime, we get a timeout. Take it.
Well, that run may not move the chains, Kate. That is such a confidence builder. Sets the tone for more play action, maybe more runs. That's exactly how you want to start a drive.
Looking to throw. Looking slant route, complete. And he's going to be hauled down on a gain across midfield, down inside the 45-yard line.
Sure seems like he knew exactly what he wanted, and he got it, going right where he wanted to with the ball off the snap.
First and 10 at the 44-yard line.
Wow, they must really trusted this guy's range. He's out for what would be a very long field goal. It's a deep shot for him from that left hash. And this kick is good. He needed to get all of it there, and he did. That's halftime of this contest. We'll join both teams in taking a short break. More of the NFL on EA Sports in just a moment. Butker on now to kick this one away. Has this at the 6. Only manages to get this back to the 20 before he's taken down. The Las Vegas offense is set. First and 10. Straight ahead with Genty. Powering his way forward a bit. Give him about 6 there to begin this drive.
You know, Kate, that might be a little bit of a disappointing run to him. He wanted more. They always do. That's exactly what they were after offensively to get this drive moving.
This is Genty on second. No luck there. Ran that one right into traffic and went nowhere as a result. It's going to be third down.
A gain of a yard brings up third and 3.
Trying to throw this from the gun. Complete beyond the marker. And he's going to be brought down here at the 42. He picks up 15 on the play. And that's a Vegas first down.
You want to become a quarterback's best friend? Do that. Turn a short little gain, a short little pass into some yards after catch, and that quarterback will find you again.
Shotgun give here to Genty. Can't slip that initial tackle. Stops made for no gain on that first down play.
Made it all look so simple, didn't he? That linebacker sorting right through the traffic, finding the runner. That's instincts come to life.
Well, nothing doing on the last run. It's second and 10. Looking to throw here. Has him on the quick hitter. And he's tackled after getting this to the opposing 46. 12 yards on that play, and a good call nets him the first.
You know, they really love that drag route because he's one of those guys that can count on not only to make the catch, but create after the catch. If they don't close on him quickly, he can add a lot of yards before someone tracks him down.
He's going to score. Touchdown, Las Vegas. The Raiders cut into the lead coming out of halftime.
Las Vegas.
A receiver this skilled, well, he's got every route in his back pocket, but sometimes simple is better. No complicated cuts, no double moves. You just go run right by him.
That one right down the middle. And the Raiders trim the deficit down to 5. So after making this a 5-point ball game, they kick it off. Fielded at the 7. Pretty solid field position starting out here, Brock. He's tackled at the 29.
At their own 29-yard line.
Cowboys just about set. Here comes 1st and 10. Up the middle, Blue. Small gain there, maybe 3 if he's lucky to begin this drive.
It's one of those sneaky little runs, Kate, that gets you enough yards to create some doubt into that defensive coordinator. You could stick to the ground, you could throw beyond the sticks, really create some indecision now defensively.
They'll come up after that 4-yard gain. It's 2nd and 6. Working now from the gun. He had it for a moment, but a complete defensive play to jar it loose. Incomplete.
Just cannot afford right here, Kate, to go 3 and out. Not when you watched your counterpart score a touchdown. Cling to that lead and find a way to convert this 3rd down. It's a big one. And cut off some of the mojo from the other side.
No connection on the last play, and now it's 3rd down. Throw here, 3rd down. It isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. And their 4th sack of the game, Brock, brings up 4th down.
Brings up 4th down.
Dallas sends its punting unit onto the field. And after that drive went backwards, he's going to send this one forward. Before that return amounts to much, they bring him down.
The Raiders take over 1st and 10 at their own 31-yard line.
We've set it downs for him from the 31. On 1st down, Genty. And he'll manage 3 there to begin this one. 2nd and 7 coming up.
That is simply a stay on schedule kind of run. Nothing more, nothing less, just right on schedule.
2nd and 6.
4 yards on that 1st down run. Here's 2nd and 6. Off the play fake, he'll throw. Why not go back to it again if it's working? Complete. It's a gain of 21 yards to pick up that 1st down.
You know I love those chunk completions. They're so critical. Those chunk plays, they lead statistically so often to scoring. And then when you get it to a tight end and play action, it's just a little icing on the cake.
Let's see how they attack this 1st down, partner, from the 45. Counter give to Genty. He's able to drive that pile about a yard. Tackle made by Demetrius Knight.
These are the kind of runs, Kate, that just soften up a defense. Keep working on it, keep working on it. And eventually you're going to break one of those counters for even bigger yardage.
Last run, not a lot of help, Brock. 9 to go now on 2nd down. That's completed out to the right. And into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Las Vegas. The Raiders take a 3rd quarter lead. So sensational work by the skill man there, Brock. Anytime you can make your quarterback look that good, you know he appreciates it.
That's a quarterback's best friend, no question. But on the other side, gosh, defensively, you got to get that skill player down. Period, end of story. You can't give up that much yards after catch.
Caught at the one! And he won't be able to reach the end zone, so their first 2-point try of the afternoon comes up empty.
36.
Bass now to kick this away. Kick taken in here at the 17. They'll bottle him up just as he gets it to the 30.
It's take over first and 10 at their own 30-yard line.
Dallas getting everybody set. They've got first and 10. Throwing off the play fake. Bails out of the pocket quick. Completed to his running back. There he goes on the right side. Jaden Blue. And into the end zone he goes for a Dallas touchdown. The Cowboys take the lead on the first play of the drive. The Cowboys offense remains on the field. They're going to line up and go for two here.
For the two-point conversion.
All right, they're going to throw for it. And the conversion is no good as that pass falls incomplete.
You spend all week on two-point plays trying to get to your best options, but ultimately sometimes the execution of that pass, it doesn't work.
Brings in the kick at the 9. And he's brought down just inside the 25.
Raiders take over first and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
Raiders just about ready for this one. It's first and 10. Off the play fake, he'll throw. Cut out left. And they're going to bring him down just beyond the 30 at the 31.
When you see play action, do all you can to get your eyes to the tight end, because that's their bread and butter. That play action gives him time off the line, helps chip a rusher, or even helps sell that fake. And then when he releases, he gets out, he gets some leverage. He gets to that edge before the defender can cover him.
Defender gets to him right around the line. It's going to be marked as no gain, so Brock, that means third down coming up.
You know, Kate, over the years, I've heard running backs say there's just sometimes you got to run into darkness. Just go where there is no lane and hope that something opens along the way. That linebacker said, not this time.
To the line. Here's third and 3. Back to throw. Downfield. This finds St. Brown. He's going to get this to the opposing 41. They get 27 on the play. And the Raiders are going to have a first down.
First and 10 at the 41-yard line.
They'll throw it. This is Cox. That's Bowers working downfield. Tackle made at the 10. First and goal coming up.
It's a gain of
Just about every offense since the beginning of time, since the forward pass, Kate, has loved a tight end that could stretch the middle of the field. Man, I remember as a kid watching Kellen Winslow Sr. dice up right here between the hashes, and what a difference it can make for an offense.
From the red zone on first. Dump off caught by his back. And he gets back to the line, but no more.
You know, I've learned over the years, defensively, they call that the camera play. How many different guys can get rallying to the football? So that last shot you see on camera, you see as many defenders keeping that to a 0-yard gain. That's well done defensively.
We've got a screen to the running back. Touchdown, Vegas. The Raiders take a lead just before the end of the third. So that, Brock, an important score here as they move out in front.
This is the time of the game where your legs just get a little bit tired. But that was a determined-looking drive right there. They were not going to be denied, and they're able to score and take the lead.
Now the Raiders getting set for another two-point conversion try. They're throwing it. And the two-point pass falls incomplete. They tried to get aggressive, but it doesn't work. Pass now to kick this away. And this one bounces into the end zone, and it'll be a touchback out to the 20.
At their own 20-yard line.
First call here coming from the shotgun. Airing it out to start this drive. Escapes the pocket. Rolling and takes it. That's grabbed inside the 30. And into the end zone he goes for a Dallas touchdown. The Cowboys take a lead just before the end of the third. Now the Cowboys electing to try another two-point conversion.
The Cowboys will line up for the
Back to throw. He has it. And he is hit well behind the line and goes down. They're not able to make much of anything on that two-point attempt. Butker on now to kick this one away. This return starts at the 5. And that's going to set them up just beyond their own 20. The Las Vegas offense is set. First and 10. Giving this to Genty. Dropped by the first guy he met. No gain on that first down run.
I don't think that's the amount that they were looking for there, Kate. Going to lead to some shuffling around here in the playbook. Find a more aggressive call on second.
At the 21-yard line.
We're through 3 on this holiday weekend. It's Raiders football, and they'll need to get to work. They're trailing here late. Last run only gained a yard. That means it's 2nd and 9. He'll work against the blitz. He'll dump this one off to his running back, complete. And some excellent work to drive them all the way out past the 30-yard line. They gain 11 on that play. And that's a Vegas first down.
Year after year, the best offenses are multifaceted. It's not just the receivers or the tight ends that can make plays through the air. When you get running backs that can attack the middle of the field like that, man, is it difficult on the defense.
And off to Genty. And he gets a few on the plays forward.
Got to be rush hour, Kate, because there's a whole lot of traffic up the middle right there. He ran right into some gridlock, and he could only manage a few yards at most.
Last run got him 3. Here's 2nd and 7. Motioning left is their running back. He's going to loft this deep down the left sideline. Caught just shy of the goal line. And he's in. Touchdown, Las Vegas. The Raiders take a fourth-quarter lead.
There are a couple different ways now. You can win on a fly route. You can just run right by somebody, or you can use that big body, try to win a one-on-one matchup. Whatever way you go about it, well, this is the type of upside this route can provide.
Now a big two-point try coming for these Raiders.
The Raiders will
They'll go play action.
two-point conversion.
And he has it inside the end zone. That's going to add 2 to their lead here late.
Raiders 51, Cowboys 48.
Well, that right there, a very important two-point conversion, Brock. Their lead now up to 3. A field goal would only tie this one.
Yeah, the math was pretty easy on that one, right? You know what it does. It puts you up 3 and forces a field goal on the other side. But I'll tell you what else I like there, Kate. It's psychology. Puts a little seed of doubt on that other side. Maybe if you come into this moment later in the game, and certainly an injection of confidence for your offense that they can deliver in the clutch.
And he's brought down inside the 20 on an uneventful effort.
At their own 19-yard line.
Hey, give me a D. Give me the E. Give me an A. Give me an M. And give me the ring. Give me the lock. Give me the rock. And give me the
Cowboys just about set. Here comes 1st and 10. It's a sweep. He pops the pass forward. Along the right sideline, there's space. At the 20. And into the end zone he goes for a Dallas touchdown. The Cowboys take a 4th quarter lead.
I think he'll take his highlights however he can get them on a handoff, pin-off, and pass. It really doesn't matter. The important thing is he gets the ball. He gets the touch. He can do his damage big time.
Raiders 51.
Butker on now to kick this one away. He fields it from the 8. And in the end, he's able to get it to about the 25-yard line before he's hauled down.
At their own 25-yard line.
Raiders just about ready for this one. It's 1st and 10. They'll throw to start the drive. Well, the pressure nearly got to him, but still a good play defensively as that one falls incomplete. Well, he already has himself 1 interception in this game, partner, and throws like that are going to find him another if he isn't careful.
Yep, those are the throws you want to intersperse and sprinkle into your passing game, because if they become the norm and you're constantly thrown into coverage, that's when 1 pick becomes 2, 2 becomes 3, and on and on.
Give him 3 that time. That's going to bring up 3rd and 7.
That's a gain of 3. It's 3rd and 7.
Third and long. They're going to throw. Hits his running back. And he's up to the 35-yard line as they reel it in. That one gains 7. And the Raiders are going to have a 1st down.
You know, they call that the money down for a reason, because you're just simply not going to last long in the NFL if you don't convert a good portion of your 3rd downs. It's the money down. And nice to see them roll the dice and continue the series.
Defender arrives right as the ball does, and the hit knocks it free. Incomplete.
That's a throw at this level. So much speed and length, you got to be real careful. Rarely do you find a clean window down the middle. It's going to be absolutely perfect, and it wasn't there.
It's Bowers with another catch. And he's going to be hauled out on a gain across midfield, down inside the 45-yard line. So 20 yards on that play. And that's a Vegas 1st down.
I think my favorite part was the magic he worked after the catch. The way he took the completion and made so much more out of it by adding all the extra yardage.
1st down, play action. He's going to get a hand in there and knock that one away. So 2nd down now after the incompletion.
I'll tell you what, Kate, challenging this guy in a close game, you are tempting fate. He got 1 hand on it. He gets 2. It could have gone the other way.
After the incompletion, they come up on 2nd and 10. They are throwing it again. And knock it away again, and a couple of good reps in coverage have brought up third down.
Playing zone coverage in the NFL, we focus so much on the safeties and corners, but so many times it's the linebackers that are the X factors. They make that zone defense go. Tremendous awareness to knock that ball away.
No connection on the last play. Now it's third down. Here he goes, third and long. Just got it away before the hit, but it doesn't matter. It's incomplete. Fourth down coming up.
This is why we hear about closing speed so often when you evaluate players. You know, once he senses the pressure, he's getting rid of that ball. It takes a player who can close quickly to get to him before it's released and alter that throw.
Down a score. They're going to go for this on fourth down. Desperation time here. Put the body on the line for his team. They hit for 16 yards on fourth down and a drive. A lot of us thought it stalled out. He's going to carry on. So a new set of downs. Here we go. First and 10.
First and 10 at the 28-yard line.
They give up the guts. It's Genty. Kicked it outside. Found himself about 4 yards as a result. It's second down.
They'll come away happy getting that type of output on most run plays. It's a sign that they're getting some quick push up front, and this running back is seeing the lanes and paying them off.
Back to Genty. All he can get is a yard here, but it's going to be third down.
He was taken down at the 22-yard line. A gain of a yard on the play brings up third and 4.
Setting up to throw. It's complete. This is Bowers. And he's going to have enough for the first down. Not by much. He got it. That's all that matters. Sets him up with a first and goal.
I'm not sure how this defense let that guy slip through him like that. On third down, nonetheless, he took that snap as an opportunity. Man, did he make an impact play.
Gotta think this is four down territory, Brock, as they come up here, first and goal. They'll try and punch it in. And he runs it across. Touchdown! The Raiders take a fourth quarter lead. Well, we all knew what was coming when they got into that goal line formation, didn't we, Brock? And they just pound the rock in for an old school touchdown.
I just sometimes love that stuff. Nothing fancy, nothing cute. Here's our formation. You know we're running right at you, and we challenge you to stop us, and you can't.
That one splits the uprights. And the Raiders push their lead to 3. Pass now to kick this away. Fields this one at the 3. And that's going to set them up just beyond their own 20.
The Cowboys take over first and 10 at their own 21-yard line.
Offense into the shotgun set as they line this up. First and 10. They'll throw to begin this drive. Connecting on the slant. And this is going to come to an end right at the 32-yard line. They come through with a nice gain there. Gain of 10, first down.
Move the chains! Gotta move them chains! Build momentum and keep that defense on its heels.
At the 32-yard line.
Back to pass on first and 10. The left side finds Johnson. And he'll get it up near the 38-yard line before going down.
That is a textbook first down completion. Sets up second and very manageable. And creates space to take that shot downfield.
Second down, looking for options. Finds the in route, complete. And they haul him down after a gain of a couple. Leaves him in need of one more yard here on third down.
That's a gain of 3. It's third and 1.
Looking to throw. Throw came out right as the defense got to him. That's an incomplete pass. Trying to find his tight end. And now they're left with 4th and short.
That is just a nice stretch of some reps there defensively. Really one of the areas when you watch college game to the NFL game that there is a vast difference. And that's the tightness of coverage. These windows of opportunity are small. You cannot find a completion.
And he's going to get this up to the 45 before he's brought down. Defensive line fast.
Cowboys, first down.
1st and 10, looking to throw. On screen here to Blue. He's dropped a big stop and a big moment there, Brock. They could not afford to lose yards there. Back to the line they go. It's 2nd down. Setting up to pass. Buys time, rolling right. And he'll just throw this away, Brock, and that's going to bring us to our 2-minute warning.
That may not look like much, and on tomorrow's grade sheet, it'll just be an S for satisfactory, but that's a good decision. Know where to go with the ball, and don't put it in harm's way.
Now to throw. That one is incomplete. Couldn't hang on through the contact. Well-timed strike by that defender to knock it free. So that brings up 4th and long.
I'll say, Kate, that defense looked even better, sharper on 3rd down than they did on 2nd. They played that one so tight there was no window to throw.
Here he goes. Gotta have this on 4th down. Maybe a bit of desperation. Here's a deep shot. No good. The pass goes incomplete, and that lengthy drive ends with nothing but a turnover on downs.
You know, Kate, I don't think I've ever met a defender that cares. All they want to do is get off the field. Doesn't matter if it's a drop pass, deflection, breakup, even an interception. Challenged by the offense to get one more stop to get off the field, and that's exactly what they did.
Tighten up, tighten up, tighten up.
They're going to pass it here. That one's complete, right side. And he's going to be brought down at the 23-yard line. It's a great pickup, 16 yards, and now they've got 1st down.
Nice to see that connection, that chemistry working between the two of them.
To the line and set. Here we go, 1st down. On the ground with Genty. And he's able to manage a couple on that run. The Cowboys signaling for their first timeout. And they still have 2 available for them as we approach the end of this game. Need a better result than that last run. It's 2nd and 8. Another give here to Genty. And once again, he doesn't manage much before getting brought down. Now Dallas is going to call its 2nd timeout. And they'll have just 1 left to burn now.
3rd and 7.
Third down, they need 7. He's back to throw. And they got there in time. He's taken down. Final timeout taken by the Cowboys. That's all they had. So the offense free to start running the clock down now. Kicked well, and this is good. And now their lead will push out beyond the field goal.
So after that make, a field goal won't cost them a lead, but a touchdown still ties it. Likely, probably puts them down a point. Okay, this is one of those moments where the defense now has clarity. They know what the stakes are and what they have to defend.
Returning it from the 4. And this drive will start inside the 25.
At their own 24-yard line.
Dallas getting everybody set. They've got 1st and 10. Back to throw. And the first play of the series is going to be an incomplete pass intended for his running back there. And that brings up second down.
That's just simply one of those situations, Kate, where I think you and I got to tip our cap to the defense. Really took away everybody. There was no outlet, and only an incompletion could be had.
Less than 40 seconds to work with. Here comes 2nd and 10. Here he is to throw. Taking this one down. It's Blue. And they will finally catch up to him just a second before he can reach that 40.
And the Cowboys first down.
He'll look to throw it. Hits him downfield. This is Thomas. This is going to be down to, looks like about the opposing 36 for their next snap. It's a pickup of 26. And that'll be good for Dallas. First down. Cowboys have to get moving here. Clock still running. And with 11 seconds remaining, they get it spiked. Second and 10. Need something positive here. They're going to try and throw it here. Headed out right. This is for the ball game. And this is incomplete. Could have been a touchdown, but all it is now is a third down.
There's a lot of studies done every offseason, Kate, about the best red zone offenses. And typically, it's about creative quarterbacks doing just what he tried to do right there in extending the play out of the pocket. The problem is there was just nowhere for him to go with the ball.
Here he goes, one final shot. Forced out to his right. This is for the ball game. And the hit separates the football, and that is what ends this game. What a play! So it's a road win for the Raiders in this one. And there was no easing up. It took some white knuckling until the very end, but their defense carried that small lead through to the finish line as they escape with the victory. So that'll do it for this one. With Brock Heward, I'm Kate Scott. The Raiders winners, as we say so long from Dallas.